Alright, big loss to the Panthers with Pat Mahomes. Jimmy G did not have his best game. Just re-signing a bunch of players. Staff re-signed. We tried to offer all of our coaches some new deals. So let's advance the conference championship, and it's going to be Chicago versus the Carolina Panthers. So schedule, let's go playoff schedule. Divisional. So Steelers, Browns. Browns beat the Steelers. Panthers just beat us in a really disappointing loss. We should have won that game. Jimmy G. Too many red zone mistakes. Denver beat Houston. Wow. And Chicago destroyed New Orleans. So now, Broncos and Browns, Panthers and Bears. Who is going to the Super Bowl? Denver, and we're going to find out soon. Soon enough. So, here we go. I think it's going to be, I guess, I want to say Bears for that rookie quarterback, but I mean, Pat Mahomes is, oh my god, Pat Mahomes. This man, 3 years in a row, Pat Mahomes goes to the Super Bowl. That's crazy. 3 years in a row. So Denver beat Cleveland 20-17, and Carolina beat Chicago 24-17. This rookie, man, he went off. Van Far, he wasn't even that high of a rating. It's crazy. 3 passing touchdowns. McCaffrey at 85. And Njoku led only with 49 receiving yards only. So what about interceptions? None. So Super Bowl, Carolina and Denver. This is it's a big time game. I haven't really looked at Denver's team this year. They're led by Andrew Luck. Maurice Washington is their lead back, and Melvin Gordon. Cortland Sutton, Tajay Sharp, Noah Fant, Jerry Jeudy, kind of all in the receiving game. Defensively, Von Miller. Didn't get 100 tackles this year. Alexander Johnson, Jaden Lars, Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, just a few of the names on defense. Von Miller, 15 sacks this year. Jarrell Casey, of course, Bradley Chubb, Jonte Stills. They've got a good line. Lars, their safety, their young safety. Patrick Surtain, AJ Boye. Wow, a lot of interceptions on this team. So definitely another good team. But now it's the Pro Bowl roster. So Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield. Those two are going to face off. Van Farley and Deshaun Watson. Matt Ryan and I forgot Lance's first name. But Elliott Bell, Kamara Mixon, Barkley, Jacobs. I got a few more people. There's our first Niner. I think he's made it every single year. Kyle Juszczyk. Just looking at a few more of the people. Allen Robinson. Too many touchdowns. AJ Green, another Niner. Kelly, another. McGlinchey, another Niner. D. Ford, Armstead, Bosa. Wow, literally it's our whole line. Bosa, another, all three Niners. Our punter and our kicker both. So quite a few Niners. This is basically the 49ers versus the AFC. So we can play this one out and see how it goes. See if the NFC takes it for the third straight year.
The best of the best take the field one more time. Hey, it's the coach. This is the NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the next to last game on the NFL calendar just moments away. The AFC and NFC stars, they're ready. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Time for a check of the starting offensive unit here for the AFC.
And since it's a Pro Bowl roster, you can have 11 guys from 11 different teams trying to get on the same page. You know that's no easy feat. So line communication calls, that's big. Audibles, hand signals, you want to make sure everyone is connected so that no one gets hurt.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A look at the starters defensively now for the NFC.
And as expected, there's speed and talent everywhere you look on this Pro Bowl roster. Let's keep an eye on the secondary because they're going to be tested in a big way. It's the Pro Bowl. Not many running plays. The ball will be in the air on almost every snap. Fortunately for them, roster full of cornerbacks who are used to playing on an island.
On third down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Winston now to throw on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Third and short yardage. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the 24, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Caught here by Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Elliott. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. And kick a
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Matt Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense for the NFC back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And Josh Hill has it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again. Now Winston. And it's 3rd down. This one caught by Ridley. And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchdown. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Bell on the dump off. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, Winston. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he connects with Ertz. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw again. Winston. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Winston now. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake, Winston. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Winston. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. This is Bell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 20.
Set, 180. And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, Winston. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the dump off, then it's 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 42.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Back out is the AFC offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Bell. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on now, let's go.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC has retaken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Caught here by Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Elliott. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Let's go first.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Dorsett's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 27-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The NFC, they come away the winners as we say so long from Orlando.